smartest thing, I think, about Bound for Glory is they've picked it to be the theme song for the AFL final.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so, I mean, being, a Melbourne boy, don't live here no more, but, where you're born's where your heart is.
All right, let's go around Australia. First up, let's talk to Colin, listening to Triple M in Sydney.
Yo, Angry.
Yo.
What's the chances of you working with either Pete Wells or Mick Cocks again in the future?
None.
None?
Mm.
None at all?
None whatsoever, no. The opportunity, we gave ourselves the opportunity to do that over the last few years. It's not just because other people wanted us to reform the Tats, like as in, a sponsorship or whatever. That's been suggested in the last few years. Plus the fact, I think, that with the emergence of Guns N' Roses and a few other American bands that have already been here that are part of that LA thing, that, sort of bad boy sort of outlaw imagery thing. See, one of the things that we didn't realise here in Australia, and I don't think many people do, was that they all trace it back, particularly the look. Not so much the music, but the look is very much Rose Tattoo.
Yeah.
It started that whole thing. I mean, because they just weren't, it wasn't happening. When we went there, we horrified them. And, no, we did. I mean, that's why it didn't work the first time around in America, is because they just couldn't quite believe that this was true, that it was real. And so that was a great source of amusement for us at the time. But since then, we've been asked to reform. Last year, our original drummer passed away, and I thought if there was any true reason, any real reason why we should, apart from being offered money, etc., then it was to honour the passing, of a great warrior, and it didn't come about. Pete Wells has got a successful deal, recording-wise. I don't know what Mick's doing. Geordie's somewhere here in Melbourne, and I've got Robin Riley in my band, so no, for a lot of reasons which it's unnecessary to go into, there will never ever be a reformation of that band, or I have no desire to play in a band situation with any of those guys.
Okay.
Thanks for your call, Colin. Got Melanie now listening to SAFM in Adelaide. What's your question?
Oh, well, hi, Angry.
Hi, mate.
I really like the driving force in your music. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
And on your new album, is there a song that takes you back to a special time in your life?